This video provides termination instructions for AFL FUSEConnect MPO connectors on 3mm Cordage. These step-by-step instructions demonstrate the termination of a FUSEConnect MPO connector with a heat sleeve on 3mm Cordage using a Fujikura 90R fusion splicer. The MPO connector kit contains the following items: a 3mm Cordage tube and boot, a ribbon boot and spring unit assembly, a spring unit, a heat sleeve, a housing assembly, a ferrule unit, a heater attachment, a ribbonizing tape jig, and ribbonizing tape. Always wear eye protection when handling optical fibers. Dispose of any cut or cleaved ends properly. Do not touch the cleaver wheel with bare hands. Clamp the 3mm cord clamp approximately 16 inches from the end of the 3mm cord jacket. This will prevent the fibers from pistoning. Insert the cordage through the cord tube and boot. Mark the cable jacket 17 centimeters from the end of the cable for the slit jacket mark and 15 centimeters from the end for the cut jacket mark. Align the blade of the cord splitter tool with the slit jacket mark. Split the cable from the slit jacket mark to the end of the jacket using the cord splitter tool. Peel the jacket open to the slit jacket mark to expose the 250 micron fibers and aramid yarn. Place the fiber holder on the RTO2. Secure the cordage to the ribbonizing tool with the end of the fibers at the end of the tool. The split jacket and aramid yarn will be held back by the tool. Carefully insert the spring unit and heat sleeve onto the fibers. Move the fiber insertion slider to the open position by pushing the slider to the right with the cover open. Close the clear fiber insertion cover. Insert the fibers through the corresponding color slot with AQUA closest to the left hinge. When the fibers are inserted correctly, push the open slider to the left to the closed position. Slide your thumb over the fibers to confirm the fibers sit neatly in the fiber holder. While holding the edge of the fiber with your finger, close the clear cover above the fiber holder. Then close the fiber holder clamp. If desired, carefully attach the optional ribbonizing tape to the fiber between the fiber holder and the fiber aligner and press lightly. You may also use the supplied ribbonizing tape jig to aid in the placement of the tape. With the fiber holder still attached, remove the ribbonized assembly from the ribbonizing tool. Cut the jacket at the cut jacket mark. Do not cut the aramid yarn. Load the ferrule unit onto the right side of the splicer. Place the prepared fiber holder into the hot jacket stripper with no gap between the two. Close the lid, and when the light turns green, strip the fiber. Clean the stripped fiber with a lint-free wipe and fiber preparation fluid. Make sure the fibers are dry and separated. Flick the fibers to ensure their integrity. Place the fiber holder onto the cleaver. The fiber holder should be flush and flat in the cleaver. Cleave the fiber. Load the fiber holder onto the left side of the splicer and close the cover. Splice on the FUSEConnect MPO connector. Place the provided heater attachment in the heater, oriented where you can read "Caution, Hot." Open the fiber holder clamp and the ferrule unit clamp. Keeping tension on the splice, remove the fiber and ferrule assembly from the splicer and carefully slide the heat sleeve over the splice so it is flush with the ferrule unit. Turn the assembly 90 degrees and set the heat sleeve, ferrule, and fibers in the heater attachment, with the ferrule going into the square recess on the right and the fiber into the slit on the left. Heat the sleeve. Remove the fiber and sleeve from the heater and allow to cool. Slide the spring unit up to the ferrule and carefully remove the dust cap by holding on to the ferrule, not the fiber. Insert the connector housing onto the ferrule and spring unit and push the connector housing onto the spring unit until a click is heard. Divide the aramid yarn on both sides of the spring unit. Screw the boot 3/4 of the way onto the spring unit. Trim the excess aramid yarn using Kevlar scissors. Screw the boot unit on completely. Remove the cable clamp and place the dust cap back onto the connector. The installation is now complete.